If you've been struggling to heal emotional pain, change a pattern, manage your triggers, or overcome fear, guilt, or doubt that keeps holding you back, your sense of worth might be what's keeping you stuck. And the reason has very little to do with confidence. It has more to do with what you measure it by. Hi, I'm Shelley, founder of Haven for Inner Stillness, where I help you create meaningful change without forcing, fixing, or fighting yourself. When you think about worthiness, you might think of self esteem, but your sense of worth affects much more than how you feel about yourself. It shapes the way you live, it influences what you accept, what you tolerate, what you pursue, what you fear, the choices you make, and the patterns you feel stuck in. When you don't feel worthy, you'll continue to give more and settle for less. You'll keep adjusting yourself to earn love or approval, or you'll keep trying to prove your value by being the one people can count on, the one who takes care of things, or the one who stays strong, even when you're tired, depleted, or need support yourself. When you don't believe you matter, you'll keep putting everyone else's needs above your own. You'll say yes when you want to say no, or tolerate things that hurt because standing up for yourself feels harder than putting up with it. This is where worthiness reaches far beyond self esteem. It can be the very thing driving the patterns you're struggling to change. For example, let's say you want to speak up more. You want to say what you really think, share an idea, or make an offer. But if part of you believes that your voice doesn't matter, then staying quiet might feel safer than putting yourself out there and risk being dismissed. Maybe you want to set a boundary with someone, but if part of you believes that your needs are less important than keeping the connection, giving in may feel safer than holding the boundary and being rejected. Or maybe you want to make a decision or a life change like moving or getting a new job without feeling like you need everyone else to approve it. But if part of you believes that someone's disapproval might mean that you won't be accepted or respected, then continuing to overthink it or question yourself may feel safer than trusting what feels right for you. So even though you want to make a different choice, the old pattern may still feel safer. And even if you push yourself or try to force your way through it, if what's driving the pattern hasn't changed, the same fear can keep taking over. This can affect emotional healing too. If your sense of worth is tied to someone else's love or acceptance, the way you're treated, or how things turn out, then every rejection, every disappointment, silence, or loss can feel like proof that you're not important or not wanted, and the pain will continue to consume you. So, if you've been struggling to heal, break a pattern, or make a change in your life without seeing much progress, you might be trying to change the feeling, the reaction, or the choice without reaching what the pattern is protecting, your sense of worth. And that might be why the change you're trying to make feels so difficult. The transformation you're looking for begins within you. It begins when you start grounding yourself in your sense of worth from within, when you stop relying so much on what's happening outside of you to tell you who you are or what you're worth. Because when your worth becomes more grounded within, other people's choices, behavior, or opinions no longer have the same power to make you question or doubt yourself. Rejection no longer becomes proof that you don't matter. Being accepted is no longer worth adjusting yourself into someone you don't recognize, and someone else's disapproval no longer shakes your trust in what feels right for you. So, what was feeding the pattern or feeding the feeling no longer has the same hold over you. You might still have moments when you feel nervous or disappointed. You might still face disagreement or disapproval, but it no longer has to keep pulling you back into the same pain or into the same pattern. And the transformation you want can begin happening more naturally without the force and without the fight. This is the deeper work I guide you through in Pathway Back to Wholeness. We look beneath the feeling, the trigger, or the pattern to uncover how your sense of worth might be shaping it. Then I teach you how to begin reconnecting with your worth from within so that what's happening outside of you no longer has the same power over how you feel or what you do. And you can start living in a way that feels more aligned with what feels right for you. If you'd like to learn more, let's talk. Schedule a pathway call so we can talk about what you're struggling with and how we can work together in Pathway Back to Wholeness to create the changes you're looking for. You'll find the details in the description below.